Hi, I'm Ryan from Stratford BJJ, and welcome to the first of a three-part series on introducing Jiu-Jitsu and training to kids. The following drills and movements are a great way to either prep your kid for Jiu-Jitsu, or if you're in a lockdown, just to keep their skills developing or in place. Many of these exercises are generally a part of our class warm-ups. While the main objective of these are to develop general mobility in children, they're also a great body weight exercise that fosters strength, and a huge thing too is just confidence in their ability to move their body. We're going to be starting with the most basic, which is our animal walks. Trying to encourage as much play in these, like even making the noises of the respective animals. They tend to stay with it and the movements for longer. The first one here that we're looking at is the crab walk. A lot of this movement will translate over to just moving their arms and legs together. You'll start to look at a technical stand-up off of this movement as well. If your kids are having a difficult time, such as my daughter, she's only 3 years old, you can switch it to a butt scoop. Makes things a little bit easier and keeps your confidence up. This next one here is definitely a class favorite, the gorilla walk. Kids can get moving really far, although you do want to watch that some of the kids don't get a little overzealous. Sometimes they'll swing their hips too quickly and keep their butt too low and smack the back of their arm. Nothing really serious could happen there, but again, we want to make sure that we're developing control. Anytime kids, like my daughter here, if she wants to keep going, keep her going. You can change angles and direction, but this is a great way to open up the hips and start developing some real flexibility. Bear walks are next up. These ones, some kids can get moving really fast. You want to make sure that they keep their butt nice and high, looking up, and trying just to develop a different type of coordination. Most kids find this a lot easier than the gorilla walk, but as you can see, sometimes they'll revert back to their gorilla walk. Try and get them to change angles like you saw me doing there. This is a real fun one for kids. Next up are our duck walks. This is a really fun one. This is also a really tough one. I challenge you to try this for an extended period of time as well. Hands can either go on the hips or on the head. You want to always encourage your kid to keep butt down, head up, and looking forward. This is one that definitely kids like to mimic the noise too. Our lateral squat walk. There's different names for all of these, but we just try and keep it pretty simplistic. This one is really good again for flexibility, opening the hips up, and again coordinating the legs in a way that kids don't tend to walk around. Anything where you can encourage kids not to cross their feet is really important. Army crawls and our predators. They're sometimes known, the predators, as like a lizard walk or an alligator walk, gecko, Spider-Man, etc. This coordination is really easy for kids. Adults really struggle with the predator. The most important thing to get across is moving the left and right, lower and upper half of the body together in one unit, and trying to stay stretched out and as low as you possibly can through it. This one's pretty tough for kids. The coordination, like I said, is a little bit easier, but the actual exercise itself is quite difficult. So this is one that I usually save for last. Our last exercise here, or drill, is called the box drill. You kind of want to think of this like we're playing Twister. So the goal is to move, say, our right foot to where our left hand is. And you want to, this is also a really good way of teaching kids left and right sides because they have to track it. You can see here, I do most of the work here as my daughter was pretending to play Twister. A big thing with this is that you're basically developing that technical stand-up or the ability to turn in a safe way, protecting their joints, and it's a great core work exercise. This one, have fun with it. Try and keep them on track as best you can. Again, the older the kids are, the more that you should expect from them. As I indicated earlier, my daughter's 3 years old, and while she has a lot of fun with these, I try not to push her too much as far as staying on task. Well, that's everything. I hope you enjoyed. Play around with these and try and do them yourself. They're a great little fun workout. Bye.